Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy, a game that's been in the works for a while, but finally Eidos Montreal has finally got the game together. Star-Lord and the group is back together, for the most part. The actual skins of the characters are a little different, because the developer did not want to tie everything about the Marvel Cinematic Universe into the game. Instead, created his own universe with the characters we see before you. Which is okay with me because I don't know much about the Guardians of the Galaxy comics, which is what the developer used as the baseline for this game. When the game first trailer was revealed, I was skeptical and kind of thrown off by the look of the characters. Surprisingly, this could turn out to be a good game. With that being said, I'm your host, Mr. Unleashed, and I'm back again. And this video will give you 3 pros and cons of this well-anticipated game. Remember to subscribe for more game information and game reviews. And welcome to Mr. Unleashed World. The first thing I like about the game is that it gives the person the experience of playing Peter Quill and working cohesively as a team. This will come with a lot of decisions, being the leader of this dysfunctional family. When it comes to a battle or overcoming an obstacle, the game allows the player to shout out commands to a teammate of your choice. If you want Drax to run in head first like a madman, all you have to do is direct him to do so. Or want Rocket to light up the enemy with the grenades, give the word and he will be happy to. Same goes for Groot and Gamora. The commands will be time sensitive, which we have seen in other games where time slows down for you to make your choice. The fighting system definitely keeps the player engaged, and the battlefield can definitely be chaotic. Once a player is familiar with controlling Peter Quill and the commands for his teammates, I would imagine the game will be even more enjoyable. The game gives so many attack combos that Peter Quill can initiate. In battle, there's a momentum meter that feels and it is initiated by Peter Quill, all following a cutscene bringing the team together for a prep talk, and then the team cut loose. The developer definitely put a lot of thought in bringing together such a unique battle combat system. The storyline and characters will keep the players engaged. The background story of this game tells a line of events started by you and your team. So now you have to lead your team to fix whatever problem you are responsible for. The developers are not being too telltale about the details of these events. Even though the characters in the game are counterparts from the MCU, each character has a great personality and the choices you make will draw out the person character throughout the game. That being said, relationships between you and Rocket may not be the same between you and Drax. There may be tweaks to the characters' backgrounds, like for instance, Peter Quill from MCU is a 70s baby that grew up with the 70s music, but in the game, Peter Quill is an 80s baby with 80s music. Nonetheless, Eidos Montreal brought enough character qualities from the MCU characters just so you know that you are playing a Marvel's-inspired game. The game player should not lose interest in the game because of the minor difference in paths the developer decided to take that varies from the MCU characters and storyline. Depends on who you are, this may alert you, but microtransactions is not in the game. I repeat, microtransactions are not in the game. I'm assuming the developers decided to use another door due to the bad reviews Marvel's Avengers game had to deal with regarding microtransactions. Marvel's Avengers decided to do in-game XP boosts for paying customers, and then nerfed the XP gain earned from playing the game. As a result, made players buy more XP to level up. That was a dirty move to make. So Eidos Montreal decided to make everything available for the player off Jump Street, but must be earned through progress in the game. With that being said, some people are going to be upset, but I made this a pro for the game because microtransactions can kill a game and make it less enjoyable. Now that we got the good out the way, let's talk about the challenges about the game and see if it's a deal breaker. Remember to hit that like or dislike button and to subscribe for more content to support the road to 100 subscribers. The first thing people should be aware of about the game is that you are only able to control Peter Quill. The rest of the team will handle themselves for the most part, and I say for the most part because if a teammate falls, you have to revive them, which will make this game tricky when it comes to big battles. From watching gameplay trailers, there are times when a lot is going on, and figuring out which person from your team to use in certain situations can get overbearing. The game enforces the use of strategy to win each big battle that you come across. There will be a learning curve to this game before people start becoming fluent with the controls. Only the strong will survive, and the rest will either complain about the difficulty or stop playing. Another issue with this game that I don't understand is the fact that there is no multiplayer option.
What?
I don't understand. Explain this to me, please. You don't have exact characters, which is fine.
What?
I understand that you want your own universe. Next, you only can play as Peter Quill using his blasters and jet boots, and now you saying I can't call my buddies to have my back in the game. Those are 3 cons right there, but stay with me. I think this decision is hindering a wider fan base for the game. Nowadays, a lot of gamers play multiplayer games online, and I think Guardians of the Galaxy would have been a great fit in the multiplayer world as a side feature. I feel like once the developer decided that they was only allowing people to play as Peter Quill, They was like, F it, we won't have a multiplayer option, then that was that. Don't get me wrong though, there's an abundance of single player games, but this game should be a multiplayer option game even if it was only couch co-op play to allow experience with other characters of the game. The last con is not too much of a big deal, but can affect how some people may feel about the game. To let everybody know, it has been brought to my attention that this is a linear game. Meaning, yes, you have to make choices in the game playing as Peter Quill that could affect how that situation or part of the storyline play out. But whatever choice you make, there's only one direction and endpoint each player would reach. Is this a deal breaker? I don't think so. And the game will still be enjoyable, but again, the developers miss out on an opportunity to expand the potential of the game. Maybe if the game get enough people playing and enjoying the game, then the developers will add something to the game to make up for the lack of open world experience the game could have. Remember to subscribe for more game information and game reviews. Leave a thumbs up or down for the video, and welcome to Mr. Unleashed World.